In 2 minutes, hit the like button. Technical difficulties have been fixed. All public live streams are still on the channel. All right, we're going to be getting going in a minute or so. I'm still dealing with some technical problems, although you guys should be fine on your end. So don't mind me. Okay, it looks like we're good. Looks like we are good. All right. I guess we should start this puppy. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello. Welcome to the Week 3 pre-show. It's your boy Dave Neal, stand-up comic host, Bachelor Nation News. Just jumped out of the shower. Feeling a little flush. I've been running around. Had an apple with some Gouda cheese. Yeah, you know me. Elizabeth Stutz has her Heine's ready. Heineken. Our good friend Stutz in Pennsylvania. Where's everyone checking in from? As you guys know, it'll be a few minutes before we get the party going. We'll let the room populate. We'll read some reviews. We'll kind of give you a state of the Bachelor Nation News Union. Should we do that tomorrow? Tomorrow's the State of the Union. Should we do a State of Bachelor Nation News? I don't know if we have the time. I don't know if we have the time. Boy, we had a big mistake today on the YouTube Shorts section. I do want to remind everybody this is a spoiler-free live stream. No one has violated the rules, but I do want to let you guys know. Hey, Sarah, are we gonna not have another stream this week? It's been brutal. The Bachelor producers or ABC or whoever it is that's in charge has made it very difficult for your boy to watch The Bachelor from the West Coast. Ashley's checking in from Texas. Lauren Kaminsky representing Florida. David in New Mexico. Mary in Atlanta. Very nice. Good to see you guys. Jet Set Gypsy, which is probably, I don't know, offensive. Jet Set Gypsy. I'm just kidding. But it's just the point being that you can't, whatever. All right, Alicia checking in from Brooklyn, wearing my new crochet top from last week. Yeah, Alicia, we'll check out. What's your Instagram, Alicia, here? I think I got it. I'm going to make sure I can pull up your Instagram, and we'll see. Do I have it? Tell me it again. I don't know if I have it off the top of my head. We'll get it. What we're going to do today, for those that are new to the live stream, is we're going to watch some of the Bachelor previews for tonight's episode. Celeste checking in Beeville, Texas. Ooh, Celeste has a new Dr. Pepper. It's strawberry and cream. Celeste, I'm going no sugar. Is it a sugar-free strawberries and cream? Otherwise, don't tempt me. I'll spiral. Yeah, Sarah, we might have to, if you can, we might have to have Sarah in the Discord. What's up with my, hold on, there we go. Oh, there it is. So when we get to about 100 to 150 people in the chat, we will check out those previews. So we're just going to populate the chat. In the meantime, oh, you posted it in the Facebook group. That's right, you sure did. Let's take a look at it. Alicia's in our Facebook group. So here we are. If you guys aren't, you can go in Dave Neal's community. And, oh, here's Susan posted. This is Bruce meeting Katie Thurston for the first time. There they are. Bruce says, I'm Dave's Bruce. And Katie says, no, you're my Bruce. And then look at that. Bruce is a flipper. He flips just like that. All it took was meeting a bachelorette, and he's changed. I'm kidding. Very happy to see that Bruce and Susan were able to go out. And so here's Alicia. So great to highlight our wonderful and talented folks. Finished. Let's hope there is more crochet this week. Challenge accepted. I've decided I will make every crochet item shown on this season. First of all, Christina Mandrell apparently is crocheting her way through the season. I have to tell you, that might be one of the best ways to not lose your mind. Right? I mean, think about it. Like, everyone's just there twiddling their thumbs and and then Christina's out here building a limited too. So here's Christina. Here's the crochet top she made, and here's what Alicia made. Alicia's my half sister from Brooklyn. So there it is. Alicia made a crop top, nice selfie. The kids call this a belfie. That's a butt selfie. What do you have down here? Love begins in a moment, grows over time, and lasts for eternity. Very nice. So straight from Brooklyn, we've got Alicia with her crochet. Bruce says, bros before comedy shows. Very nice. Good to hear. Good to know. Look, okay, I'm going to read a couple reviews, and not as a negative way. We're just populating the chat. We're going to get ready for tonight's episode. 118 people in the chat. Once we get up to 150 or so, we'll start playing the clips for tonight's episode. I got this one, though, and again, spoiler alert would be appreciated. I like the pod, Bachelor Rush Hour, but try to stay spoiler-free during the season. Can you please stop sprinkling spoilers into episodes without warning? It's happened several times, and it makes me hesitant to listen. I love constructive reviews. I have to tell you, I didn't know the spoiler, and we're not going to share it now. I didn't know the spoiler for this season until last night. Ross says, not trolling. Is this spoiler-free? Going to be away from the comp, but listening. Yes, Ross, this is spoiler-free. This is a spoiler-free video. So I found out last night by Reality Steve. I said, by the way, is he going to pick blah, blah, blah? And because that's who I kind of had a hunch. In Reality Steve says, that's not who it is. And that's when I found out. So no offense, but whoever left me this 4-star review, which thank you for the review, who says stop sprinkling in spoilers, I didn't even know who it was going to be. Now, today on the YouTube channel in the shorts, I made a video. Again, there's no spoilers here, but I'm going to share it with you, and I'm going to be super cautious not to reveal that right now. But I made a video today that accidentally took the thumbnail that I didn't want people to see and made that the main thumbnail. I didn't realize that till about 600 people had watched it. Guys, my apologies. Hey, Elise, am I pronouncing that right? Elise? My apologies for those people. The YouTube Shorts game is new, so I'd never known that. There are no spoilers here. This is bleeped out. But I did have Reality Steve talk to me today on Bachelor Rush Hour. If you want to listen to that, it was a fun conversation. It does involve the spoiler, but I'm making sure when I give the spoiler away, you'll have plenty of advanced knowledge. No spoilers on this video. Have a listen. Feel as the spoiler was coming in, knowing that you've got a different person and that your source didn't back up what someone else already knew?
I wasn't hoping that it was for that particular reason. All I'm just hoping for is to be right.
Now, that video took me, this little 15-second video took me half an hour to make with these little audiogram files and all that. How annoying is that? But either way, if you are one of the spoiled, don't comment on it now. But if you do want, you can comment on it on the videos that have the spoilers. All right. And Elise, thank you so much on the wedding. Do we know each other, Elise? Are you a comic? I see your thumbnail there. I try to, put a face to everyone's name or a name to everyone's face. Bruce says, I don't even remember any spoilers before today on Bachelor Rush Hour. Bruce, I didn't have a spoiler. I didn't know who it was. Maybe they're maybe they're saying I said who Bachelor whatever said would be. To be quite honest, if Reality Steve doesn't share it, I don't value it as a spoiler because everyone else has been wrong. There's one more comment I'm going to read. Again, I'm not reading this to sully anybody. I'm not in a bad mood over it, but I do feel the need to respond with the tone of a video so people don't think I'm taking this personally. So we got a comment from somebody. We'll call him Bob. All right. I'm not going to say, I'll tell you what. So I'll just read the comment for you guys. Dave, and I appreciate that they left a lot of nice words to it, but I have to disagree with 99% of what they're saying. And you might just call me sensitive, but I don't think that's what it is. Again, we'll play the previews in about 5 to 10 minutes. Let's just wait for the chat to populate. Dave, I love you, and you know I'm a huge fan for some time, frequent commenter. Thank you. So please don't block me. I don't block anybody. I don't block anybody, guys, unless it's like a true psychopathic person who's stalking me. I blocked 3 people and the rest were trolls. I absolutely love that you are getting more success with this channel and have been branching off into so many other things. Get that money. That said, the reason I started watching you and the reason I have remained a fan for so long is your humor and personality. You are so dang funny, down to earth, and do a fantastic job personalizing all the high melodrama of this franchise. Your commentary is incredible. As far as criticisms go, you couldn't have started better. This is amazing. You have buttered me up so nice. With all that said, I'm just listening for the critique. But lately, there has been so much less of it. The videos haven't changed in length, but you are filling all the minutes where you used to gab, joke, and personalize with way, way more self-promotion than you've ever done before. Here, you talk about your Instagram, your Patreon, your podcast, your stand-up. Talk about how you'll only post certain videos for subscribers, which, by the way, I hate to break it to you guys. When I say I'm only going to post certain videos for subscribers, I'm kidding. There's no... It's a way to incentivize people to hit the subscribe button. There is no way for me to post a YouTube video just for subscribers. Now, I could post an unlisted private video just for Patreon members, but that's not it. And in other videos, you are now putting in commercials and filling your Instagram with other commercials. Your wonderful personality, the reason I keep coming back, is getting lost in the mix because it's now all brand. First of all, I have received upwards of 0 paid Instagram promotions. So anything I post on my Instagram is my doing. That's it. That's wrong. Now, let's keep going. To be clear, I'm so happy you're expanding your Dave empire and wish you nothing but success. Generally, I'm not trying to be awful, but maybe only promote 1 or 2 things a video so we don't get burned out. I'm trying my best to give you guys a 30-second promo at the beginning and end of every video. I'm trying to limit it to that. I could argue, and I'd have to do the math, maybe Bachelor data could come in here, that I'm spending less than 20 seconds. So when I read this and get a little annoyed, it's because I wake up at 6 a.m. I make content all day long. I took an hour and a half off. I sat in the sun. I got a little burned today. I took an hour and a half off because I wanted to go relax. And then I read a comment like this and I go, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? The most insulting part is saying that I'm no longer funny. I just show up and give you guys the best version of myself that day. I caffeinate myself as I see fit, and I try to be whatever the video wants me to be. If it's a national anthem rail, then I'll rail on something. If it's humor because it's irreverent, I'll do that. The last 2 months since November, December and January were really, really, really hard to make content. Now, it'd be easy if I was just making 3 videos a week, but to make 3 videos a day when there has literally been no news whatsoever, that's excruciatingly difficult. No, but that doesn't mean I'm bringing negative energy to work. I actually enjoy what I do, but it can be very hard when I don't have a lineup of things to do. And I go, all right, let's barrel scrape this. So I reject it, but I appreciate the concern. I don't have any paid yet. I'll take a paid sponsorship on Instagram. I don't have any paid Instagram sponsorships. And when this person said I've been putting all these commercials into my show, I did 1 commercial on a weekday, which was a 55-second commercial. But in doing that, I took out a Google ad sponsorship. So I took a sponsorship out so you didn't get an extra ad. And then on Sunday, I made an extra video. And I even told my wife, I said, I'm going to make this extra video. I'm going to put the sponsorship back in, which, by the way, I didn't get paid for that. I did that because I felt like the first video didn't get as much traction as I wanted it to get for an advertiser. So I put a sponsor back in on Sunday, a video I wasn't even going to make. And now you're complaining of that second spot. That's it. I did a sponsor. I know this because I just did my taxes. I did a sponsor last year for a video game once. I did this sponsor, and I think I did Atlas VPN on my other channel. I think I've done a total of 3 minutes of sponsorships in 2 years. Buddy, I appreciate the support. I don't know what to say. Okay, but I can't, you know what I mean? I can't have that in the back of my head when I am trying to be funny or trying to make a point or trying to be serious. You know, I personally think the funniest videos I made in January were all the Christianity ones. I thought we had a blast. I mean, I was literally dying. Today we're talking about Clayton and his new girlfriend. I don't know. Anyway, I sound a little defensive. I should probably not read the comments, but I'm not defensive. I just don't think that the things that you're telling me I'm doing even make sense. But I do need to sell tickets to my stand-up shows, so I do promote those. You know? And I guess the one thing that was really frustrating is the reason I'm promoting Bachelor Rush Hour, the podcast, Patreon, and other things is because I've had all of my eggs in one basket, which is this channel. And this year, and I'm not complaining, I'm just letting you know why I'm branching out. This year, my pay rate on Google, which of course just laid off a bunch of people, YouTube, went down 20%. It was at $10 per thousand, and it's actually at $7 right now. So it actually went down up to 30 to 40%. So that means for no other reason, I'm making less money because I'm beholden to their ad structure. So when I bring in outside commercials, Patreon, podcasting, it's because at any point there could be another adpocalypse where YouTube cuts this off and then I got to go find another job. So I appreciate your concern, but you have to know there's more to the mix than just saying Dave's doing too many ads. There's more to the mix. It keeps the channel going. If anyone wants to sign up to the Patreon, that's where you can. All right. And again, I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed. No, I'm not upset or disappointed. I just want you to hear my response so you don't think I'm just sensitive. It's not just that. It's like, oh my gosh, don't you know this is a business? There's no such thing as a free lunch. So in order to get free content, it comes with time, influence, a coupon code, going to a stand-up show, and all these other things. I haven't had a chance to read your comments, but I just wanted to let you guys know, I have heard you in the past, don't speckle the ads throughout the video. So I'm trying to make it ads up front, video, and an ad at the end, if that's what I do. Okay, so let's go and see what's going on. Tonight's preview.
Wow. I'm taking Allie on today's one-on-one date. We have this really easy connection that came really quick. If this one-on-one date goes really well, I think our relationship will hit new heights.
What did I actually just get myself into? Jumping out of a plane is just like this journey, just like falling in love.
Will you jump out of this really scary plane with me?
I do. Let's do it!
I'm ready.
I'm ready. My heart's racing, but he was there to like hold my hand and make me feel comfortable, which was really nice. It's really too late to back out. Forward. The things you do for love.
Coming up tonight on The Bachelor. B. Bean said adpocalypse. Yeah, the adpocalypse was a time that was a few years ago. What happened was there was news stories. I don't even remember what caused it. I think it was like that. I can't even say. But there was a news story so serious. Let's just search it for you guys. Adpocalypse. YouTube. And what happened is a site-wide term coined in early 2017 to describe the mass advertiser boycotts and withdrawals on YouTube. So yeah, what happened was the first adpocalypse can be traced back to August 2016 after YouTube dramatically shifted their focus towards family-friendly content. Yeah, there were plenty of people that got demonetized, and plenty of news sites that got demonetized. We're talking like people. I don't have employees, but I got health insurance I got to pay. Like you got to this supports our family. So when I can't say certain words because ads get pulled, you have to realize YouTube is owned by Google. So when I was covering Colton Underwood, there was a lot of things I couldn't say with regards to, I'm trying to think of the words I can say. When I use an acronym, it's because the words are getting demonetized. For a while, I couldn't even say Johnny Depp on my other channel because that name was demonetized. So that's just what happens. Now, is it an attack on my free speech? No, because YouTube's a private company, so they can set the laws. Does it encourage people to say and think a certain way? Yes. So it's a little dangerous, but that's why I promote the Patreon, because in the end, membership-only content is the only true way I can give people exactly what I want to say. I used to swear a lot more. If you watch my stand-up, a lot of times it's dirty and I swear. Why? Because I can. If I think the audience is okay with it, or not that you pander to the audience, but you do what you want to do. But with YouTube, they're listening to what you're saying, and you just have to be careful or else you lose money. So that's just kind of the incentive there. All right, let's go to the next video. What's this? Oh, this is just a boomerang. Hold on here. And by the way, Ross with the funniest comment of the week, he said, you should celebrate your wedding again, because I remember when you were planning your wedding, there was an insane amount of dramatic stories. Maybe it'll make the stories come out. November was a very, September, the month before my wedding, was probably the most trafficked month of the year for my channel. And it was just because there was a lot going on. I think it was a lot of Bachelor in Paradise and people were breaking up, whatever it was. There was a lot. So with that said, yes, we will be getting remarried. Hey, Tasha, did you hear that? We're getting remarried. She said, okay, we'll see you guys in Mexico. By the way, not to promote my wedding, but I guess we're here promoting things. It is now public on Tasha's YouTube channel. This is a photo of Tasha whispering or saying shush as I stand there in the abyss and try not to cry. And that's the video of us watching our wedding video. We gave it to the Patreon privately. Now it's public. Later this week, we're going to give the Patreon our full photo album, and you'll be able to see that if you're a Patreon member. All right, anyway, so let's get, where did I think I lost, oh, here it is. So let's go to our next.
So how are we all feeling after this week of dates?
Great. Good.
Now, I know you're all aware there's a rose ceremony tonight. So Zach has decided that he doesn't feel he needs the cocktail party tonight.
Oh, no.
Because that Zach wants to have a pool party today. He's on his way here right now.
It's a pool party.
How much better is this than a formal cocktail party? May I steal you? No,
I know.
Everyone looks like they're having a great time.
Uh-oh.
How are you feeling?
I'm super emotional today. I came into this genuinely feeling like everything was gonna fall into place for Zach and I, and that, unfortunately, hasn't been my experience.
Oh boy.
It's confusing to me when I see that connections are being formed and kind of feeling like I'm on my way out.
Coming up tonight on The Bachelor.
So how are we all feeling after this week of dates?
All right, so I'm trying to send myself a clip of something. Let's see if I can airdrop it to myself here. I don't have my producer took the day off. Hold on. Let me go over here. And then, yeah, that's the replay button. So just give me 1 second. Someone had said, let's see who it was. Erica said, I wish I could take an hour and a half off to sit in the sun. I know, Erica. I mean, but it almost sounds like, free wheelin' Dave. But you have to understand, if I naturally don't want to take that time off. I have to force myself to. Up at 6, work all day. And again, I know this is fun and all, but I'm working, and then right after the episode that I'm taking notes on to make recaps, I have to go straight to a stand-up show. That's at 7:30. I'll be home from that at 10. I'll have some after show jitters. I'll probably, eat a bunch of pistachios. So my day is 6 to 11. So I have to give myself that time off. The Patreon knows I'll just lose my mind. You guys know. I just lose my mind if I don't give myself that time. I saw this really funny thing here. I haven't clipped this yet, but this was a really funny clip. I'm going to have to put this on the soundboard. Have a listen.
It's like you feel like you should engage with your fans and everything like that, but you just got to tell them, look, I love you guys. I'm not reading your shit. I love you. I do this for you. I hope you enjoy it. I'm happy that you enjoy it. I'm not reading your shit.
Yeah. The hardest is
Now, of course, that sounds... I could see how someone could take offense to that, but of course, I do read your shit, and I do communicate with the audience, but there is a thing where... We've talked about this before with other people. My sort of crowd pleasing, my desire to crowd please can actually lead to no one getting any pleasure whatsoever. Because imagine if someone like Joe Rogan, I mean, he can't. He literally has, did you know that every time Joe Rogan releases a podcast, it's like a brand new #1 Taylor Swift album coming out? That's how big his numbers are. But the point being, I just thought that was very interesting. The point being is that there is a dance to play with connecting with the audience. It's almost like on stage. If I'm doing stand-up, I have to give my act to the audience, and it's okay to talk to one member or two members of the audience. But if I gave every single person in a stand-up show individual attention, the show's going to be dog shit. It's just not going to be good. And that's kind of the way, and I know I'm spending a majority of this live stream giving that one comment all the attention, but it's just to remind people, like, it's not, because we've had people say, oh, Dave, you've changed, you're different. No, dummy. I just can't feed all the mouths that want attention. I can't respond to every DM. It's insane the amount of very nice and supportive people that are out there. I can't respond, and this is the part that breaks my heart, to every single person that reaches out with a GoFundMe, that reaches out with a wish list that they want funded, that's got a pet that needs surgery. Oh my gosh, guys, trust me when I say it is not a good feeling. But the one thing that I can do is keep trying to grow the channel so that we can keep having opportunities to kind of have our community thrive. Zach said, Dave, in my opinion, you should run more sponsorships and push more ads. You deserve it. I thank you for that. I don't personally get many sponsorship opportunities. I kind of feel like our channel is very well respected within the content creators who know what we do, who know how much traffic the channel gets, but not in the sexy, we're not verified with 250,000 followers on Instagram. So I agree. I think it would behoove sponsors to jump, onto us, but that's just not the case.
Tonight, it's time to suit up.
Let's go.
And touch down.
The things you do for love.
Whose love will make history?
Zach's dream come true.
And who's at risk?
Christina's trying to intimidate and manipulate.
Of going extinct.
Everyone is too scared to tell you.
I'm shocked. The fact that I'm here to find my best friend and I have to deal with it sucks.
Coming up tonight. All right, I'm trying to get through so many amazing. I'm trying to get. Oh, you guys! Apparently, I'm so far behind on your comments. Here's what I have to do. I have to just. I'm back to live on your comments. So if I missed any of your comments and they are needed, let me know. Oh, Holly Rose with a $10 super chat. Dave Neal, the hardest working man in Bachelor Nation. Well, the hardest working man in Bachelor Nation is the guy who cleans out the jacuzzi. The thing that they use there. I mean, imagine, the jacuzzi that the Bachelor uses. They'll put it in a field. They all get Lyme disease, and imagine how many spray tans get clogged in that filter. All right, that's the hardest working man. Yeah, anyway, I'm doing, by the way, I didn't, let me see if I can give this to you guys. I want to show you a preview of a small stand-up set I did the other night. I put it on Patreon only, but I'm going to show a clip because I'm working on some new Bachelor jokes, but I got to tell you, it's the first time I did these jokes, so please don't get upset with me if they're not up to your liking. Let's see here. I gotta try. Busting nuts. You ever do that? That's all I need. Interesting thing about relationship, though. Okay, that's not it. I think it's more like over here. Which makes me a feminist. Okay. I can't afford another. Ladies, that's a feminist joke. That's right. I shrunk the fucking wage gap. You're welcome. Every lady should bang a comedian, and we'll all be equal at that point. What I like is you can't even see the microphone I'm wearing. I got these new microphones. I don't know where they are. I got these new microphones for it's not a sponsor, but they're so good. It's in my button, on my second button down. You can't see it, but I'm wearing a microphone. It's so good. But let's see if I can get to the Bachelor part. All right. Okay, good shit happening. Oh, fuck. Right. So I thought, I'm 5 minutes into my set, and this is where I wanted to try some new material. To not hate myself. This is what we do. Try to tell jokes so we don't hate ourselves, I watched the show The Bachelor. You guys watching that shithole show? You guys watch it? Yeah, we got some Bachelor crowds. The rest of you guys have healthy families. Okay. Your dad was cool to you? That's nice. No. I have The Bachelor and weighted blankets. That's all I've got. Is there ladies in the weighted blanket? This is a weighted blanket row. Yeah, how many pounds are you working with on your weighted blanket? What do you got? You're 15. 15, you're young. You got to fit in your 30s, you'll have a 45. They range from 15 to 50 pounds, depending on if your uncle touched you growing up. That's where it's at. Okay, all right, some 50-pounders over here. Okay.
I worked in some old jokes with some new ones, just to keep the new shit, the new momentum going.
Insurance, and our moms didn't hug us enough growing up. That's what that is. So now, we didn't get hugs, so now I have to have nightmares that I'm getting an x-ray at the dentist.
See the microphone? It blends in so nice. You can't even see it.
I couldn't be on The Bachelor, even though I look like every guy that's been voted off The Bachelorette, right? Not like a finalist, like week 1, got too drunk, cried at the rose ceremony. That's what I look like. I couldn't be on it, but not for the reasons you guys think. I couldn't do the fantasy suite. I couldn't be the guy who has to go to the lesser quality hotel after the guy got the 4 seasons. Paul gets 4 seasons and I'm in an igloo. Fuck that. I'm not fucking in an igloo, okay? I got the Irish curse. That doesn't work in the heat, okay? I don't need a drafty igloo. The Irish curse, all potatoes and no meat. You guys know that one? I feel like no one's laughed after you guys, and that's okay. I don't know what's going on back there. I can't see you, so I can't hold you accountable, but yeah, fantasy suite. The fantasy suite, that's like the private moment in the relationship where the bachelor or the bachelorette gets to find out, the dark secrets, the red flags. Like, are they a Republican? You know what I mean? Who did you vote? Where were you on January 6th? The basic, the bar's low. I just need to know, where were you? All right, good.
All right, so there you go. New stuff. I'm going to try it tonight. I'm going to probably try to tweak it. I'm not asking for any opinions other than thumbs up. So thank you so much. Okay, because there's no quicker way to annoy me than, well, if you try it this way, just trying. The thing is, it's all about word efficiency, word economy. So it's all about just trying to see how you write something isn't always how you say it. So sometimes I'm at that stage now where sometimes I'll just try something out for the first time in front of a big crowd and just hope it comes out right. And more often than not, it does. All right, so let's see what else we have going on for me. Yeah, I think in front of a Bachelor crowd, I also want to do a joke about the other joke I forgot to say is I want to say I could never go on The Bachelorette. Mainly because I think it would piss off my wife. You know what I mean? It's just something like, hey, honey, how was work today? Well, we played nude dodgeball and I kissed a girl. Oh, yeah, did it go well? The sound guy gave me a thumbs up, so I think so. He told me it was great. Yeah, couldn't go on the show. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, here's a good one. So tonight, it looks like... and by the way, Ari, here's what's so funny. Ari Jr. says he doesn't watch The Bachelor, but of course he's still on Instagram watching the trailers. And here we have Zach getting a overnight date. This is the preview, an overnight date tonight. So let's watch this. And by the way, I'm going to end tonight's live stream a little early, probably around 4:52. So why don't we do this? Let's just set the timer here. Give me a second to set the timer, because last week I forgot the timer. Or you know what? Let's see if we can find the timer over here. I'm gonna set this timer. It's not letting me do it. Just give me a second here, and then that way, because last week I forgot when we were ending. So I'm gonna set the timer to 4:54. So 17 minutes from now. So there's the timer. That way, we'll just be ready to go, so I won't forget it. And that will, because I'm having trouble watching the show with my live streams, I just want to have a few extra minutes so I don't miss that. All right, well, let's watch this next clip here.
Katie has zero idea what she's about to get herself into. I can't wait to see her reaction. We are in the Natural History Museum. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Would you like to spend the night here with me?
Absolutely. The fact that it's just him and I here is so special to me.
How many Night at the Museum jokes can we make? You know what I mean? How many?
What scares me is I don't think she's coming back soon.
I completely agree.
This is too much.
I'm so stressed and
All the women are at home like a nervous mom. She hasn't called. She hasn't checked in. It's after 11. The date should be over by now. Oh boy, yeah. A+ for the Bachelor producers on this one.
I'm gonna start praying.
I think the hardest part is knowing how awesome she is, because I could truly see them together, and that's a tough pill to swallow.
It's not the only thing tough to swallow. Your pride, that is. Your pride. Come on, folks. Pride stuff to swallow. Okay, so, wow. This is going to be interesting. Now, there was a target on Brianna's back for getting the America's Rose, right? Everyone goes, oh, America loved her. She's, but now Katie is going to be getting her own date tonight. Let's see if there's any other videos. By the way, a sleepover in a museum sounds like so much fun. How much fun does that sound like? I kind of wish the museum asked us to live stream from it today. Let's see if there's any Instagram stories as we connect here. We've got Jesse Palmer hanging out with the annual football date that's going to be happening on the episode tonight, of course. Football is the perfect sport to, let's see what he's got over here. Football is the perfect sport to sort of make people get drama. There's enough contact. Someone always gets upset. So here we have Griffin Palmer and Jesse Palmer bringing second guessing to ABC tonight. I'm sorry that I don't know who Griffin Palmer is. Am I an idiot for not knowing who this is? Palmer takeover tonight on The Bachelor. Oh, that's fun. That's nice. Don't miss it. Oh, look at that. A nice TikTok there. It seems that Griffin Palmer is, I'm going to follow him, a songwriter, artist, adventurer, always chasing the next peak and enjoying the little things on the way up. Now, if you wanted to get good ratings on this season, here's how you would do it. Griffin Palmer comes in to sing a song, and then on a group date, so there's a bunch of women there, and then some of the women start looking at him, and then Zach goes, because Zach's a social democrat. He wants to, I'm just kidding, I don't know what his political ideologies are, but he wants to share in the wealth, and he wants to tax some of the riches that he has, which would be this, gaggle of women here, disgruntled females. And he says, I've got 20 women. I should be getting taxed on these women at a higher marginal rate because I have so many. I'll give you half of the women. No, again, not in any sort of a way where it's ownership, but just saying, hey, Griffin, you're single. I don't know if he is. Come on down, come on the show. Make it more challenging for me so that way it's not a whole bunch of women coming after me. I can see who's here for me versus who's here for someone else. And then we have Griffin Palmer joining, but this just reeks of needing X-Files music. So what we will have tonight, and again, I'm making this up, is Griffin Palmer playing guitar and then joining the season. And that way when Zach's out late with Katie, the other women are like, hey, Griffin, strum me a little something on that G-string of yours. You know what I mean? And then they show him theirs. All right.
Dave Neal's like a big person in Bachelor YouTube, believe it or
I
not.
hope I'm not losing my fastball, guys, because this is all I got for you right now. Okie dokie. Let's see what else we have. I am very hesitant to share other YouTube accounts because I don't want to spoil anybody, and there's a lot of spoilers out there today. So let me see who else we can post that's sharing. Oh, you know what? Actually, this will help me. We're going to go to Bachelor Nation, their YouTube channel, which nobody watches but me. They're one person that watches it. And let's just see a few. This will give me a second just to catch my breath here. And let's just play one of the clips. We have, is this Katie? Is this the same person? Catherine. So Catherine and Katie are two different people.
Speaking of comfort in your
Catherine? Yeah, Catherine and Katie is short from Caitlin. I thought they were the same person.
relationship.
I know exactly what you're going to ask.
Speaking of comfort in your relationship, there's been a lot of, not even a lot, just moments, the moments in this season already that I think are fan favorites. Is just
the real raw conversations.
The filming continues to roll after the credits. The thing talking.
By the way, Marissa said this overnight one-on-one has me wanting to watch now. Not gonna lie. Look, I obviously have a lot of selfish interest for hyping the season up. It's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable season. Anyone who hasn't watched yet, you're only 2 hours behind. Just binge it and catch on up.
Talking about Kegels, now to really talking about people's comfort in their relationship.
By the way, does this look like Julia Roberts? This is a dead ringer. Mouth-wise and nose-wise, kind of everything. This is a Julia Roberts lookalike.
Relationships with bodily fluids.
And function.
B. Bean said, did he really make a swallow joke? Yes. My art of subtlety is gone.
Functions, fluids, bodily functions. I think I said fluids either earlier today. Ew. Where do you stand on this?
Okay, well, I think we saw a little bit of where I stand on it currently. Okay, this is my thought. Like, okay, I'm a nurse, right? I can see every single thing come out of you at once and like be fine. But you will just never know that that's like even happening inside of me. So I don't know what it is or why, but for some reason, I like just the like of him thinking that happens like makes me constipated. Like I will literally.
Wait, okay, so I need to know, and this is what I talked to Michelle about. I mean, it might have been before we started.
Look, don't mind my face. I enjoy these types of conversations.
Recording, but like, have you ever lived with a man before?
I have, and
okay, so I'm like,
how long did you live for? How long did you live with him?
Here's the deal: you gotta if you're gonna move in with someone, as far as as far as the poop schedule goes, because I couldn't think of a better way to say it. And by the way, I lived in a 600 square foot studio, so your boy like. I got to stand a bit about this, about like, let your partner know, hey, go do your taxes in the other side of the house. You know what I mean? Especially when you're traveling and you're in a tiny hotel room, it's like, it's a tough conversation to have. Some people that were raised, I don't know, with healthy parenting have no problem talking about a very natural schedule of flatulence. But as it said, we for some reason have no problem with someone burps, but then if someone farts, we're like, whoa, you know what I mean? It's natural. I love watching like TikTok videos of people at the chiropractor accidentally farting. I just love how mortified people get.
I lived with him. I think we were together for like 2.5 years. We didn't live together very long. Like maybe like 6 months or so.
Okay.
But okay, he doesn't know this.
Story time.
I'm outing myself, but you know what? Whatever. It's 2023. Let's do it. There are ways around it. Okay, so we lived on the first floor apartment.
Oh my God, please tell me you did not leave every time you had to go to the bathroom.
If he was home and I had to go to the bathroom, usually I'm telling you I get constipated around the men, so it doesn't typically have to be a thing, but sometimes whatever.
All right, but by the way,
we lived on the first floor. It was a luxury apartment, and if I really had to go.
All right, so she goes to the lobby. Now, Lauren, with all due respect, says you don't think she looks like Julia Roberts, which is totally fine. That's fair. But I got to tell you, I disagree. Here's Julia Roberts. Hold on. Let's make it so I can show you a split screen here. Here's Julia Roberts, and there's Catherine. I mean, they have the same mouth, don't they?
I would go to the lobby.
You know who it is? It's Julia Roberts and young Cindy Crawford. She's got young, maybe I've got the wrong person. Let's get young Cindy Crawford smiling here. Oh, spelled smiling wrong. I think that's who it is here. Maybe not too young. Anyway, does anyone care? Does she look like Cindy Crawford? Oh, here's a Cindy Crawford right there. That's kind of a good one, right? Cindy Crawford, Julia. Either way, good comparisons.
Room and go to the bathroom there, and I would be like, yeah, he texts me and be like, where are you? Like, what happened? And I'm like, oh, the package thing is like just taking a long time. Or my mom called me. I'm like, I'm on a long conversation, but really I was just going to the bathroom.
Oh my God, this sounds so exhausting.
It was easy. It was when you're on the first floor, and it was a nice place. So I kind of like had my own moment, you know, it was great. Like I can be in my own space, but he still doesn't know I did that. So whatever. But there are ways for all the girls out there that are still uncomfortable. I mean, you can definitely do it.
Give it time. Give it time.
I'm the type. Okay, you know what? We don't need to comment any farther in here. There might be some people eating dinner. All right, so there's the young version. I mean, look, what do you want from me? They're pretty similar. Let's go to another topic here. Like I said, I'm a little hesitant to go through Twitter and Instagram with you guys because I don't want to find any spoilers because it's not a spoiler video here. But let's see what else we have here. As we know, Tajwan was on last week, but honestly, let's see what she had to say about Trey, going back to last year's Bachelor in Paradise.
What's going on in the real world? Are you single still? Are you dating? What's up with that?
I am taken. So I am single.
Taken?
I am.
Congrats. Wait, you're single or you're taken?
I'm taken.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Fun. Okay, good. So Tajwan's taken. By the way, I hate the blurry out background. It just looks too weird for me. Not her fault. Maybe she didn't want to show off whatever was behind her there. All right, so interesting stuff going on, and that's what I say when I pause to think of what I want to say next, because none of this is interesting, to be quite honest. Tomorrow, I will be interviewing Kate Casey. Do you guys know Kate Casey? Let's see Kate Casey here. She runs a very successful podcast called Reality Life. If anyone has any questions they want me to ask Kate Casey, please DM me any questions you have. Let me know if you listen to her podcast. She's very successful. Oh my gosh, she says she's a mom of 5? I had no idea she was a mom of 5. How wild. Kate Casey's a mom of 5. And then after that, I'm going to be joined by... let me see if Juliet's on here. I'm going to be on the Bachelor Party podcast, which is produced by Ringer, which is where Rachel Lindsay's podcast is. So they will be interviewing me on that tomorrow. So sometimes you only get to see some of the things that I'm doing, but we are doing a lot to keep the ball moving and growing the channel. It's not just me on my page promoting stuff. I'm also going on other people's pages to promote things. Yes, B-Bean. I said Kate Casey, 5 kids. I know it's a lot. It is a lot there. Hey, no wonder she's got such a hit podcast. Every single kid watches it. She's got a lot of kids. I know. I did not stutter. That's 5 kids. So there she is. And then I'll be on Juliet Littman's podcast, which will be interesting. That's the Bachelor Party. Let's go Bachelor Party podcast. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go to Chartable and take a look at these podcasts because they're very big podcasts. So if we go to Kate Casey, let's see if we can type this in. Reality Life with Kate Casey. She's got 5,700 ratings at a 4.7 star. This is the thing. When you get success in the podcasting world and you weren't just on some random reality TV show, chances are you're really good at what you do. People like Reality Steve, people like She's All Batch, Game of Roses, Jess Ambrose. And again, if I'm forgetting anyone, there's a ton of others, but it's like the hustle life from people that didn't just get verified and were able to just word vomit a podcast. So look at her. She's number 47 in TV and film and number 6 in after shows. So pretty good for her with 5,700, did I have that right? 5,700 ratings, 4.7 stars. And then Bachelor Party, a little bit different because Bachelor Party, do I have the right one? Bachelor Party is produced by The Ringer. So sometimes these podcasts have a bigger inorganic push, and sometimes that means people will find it that aren't going to be your fans. So actually, I think sometimes their ratings are lower. Now, they have a 4-star review. A lot of 1 and 3-star reviews on their channel. But either way, I think, like I said, I think that's because
your show will be promoted to audience that might not be yours. You know what I mean? So but in total, they've got 5,000 ratings. So pretty big show. And then what else am I going to be on? I think that's it for this week. And then, of course, Bachelor Rush Hour had our biggest download day ever on Friday, and the numbers keep going. So we're ranked 25 in entertainment news. And here's what, we aren't ranked in all of news, but it was just crazy that we were ranked in news in the first place because we shouldn't be. But either way, I appreciate all of the love that we're getting out there. Hey, look, Sarah in Australia gave us a nice review. So we've got I think we're all caught up with what we need to do for this live stream. But I do want to let people know, if you do want to check out my podcast, you can go to linktree.com/Dave Neal. And again, I actually didn't link it to this video, but if you listen to podcasts and maybe you don't have an Apple phone or something and you don't know where to listen, just go to linktree.com/Dave Neal. Yes, I'm promoting this. Yes, I know I'm promoting it, whatever. But if you just click on Bachelor Rush Hour, the podcast, it'll show you all the different phones and apps you can listen to it on. And then if you just click on one, you can open it up and then it'll go right to it and you can listen right there. And of course, we've got all of the content for you every single day. What I'm going to be doing, because I've been doing this podcast now for a couple months, what I've realized is when I take all of the meat and potatoes from all of my different YouTube videos, the podcast actually becomes way too long. So what I'm trying to do is give audience one YouTube video clip, and then the rest will be like a new recap in my words. So a real, I don't want to say watered down in a bad way, but a real just like get to the point, here's what we're talking about, and make it 25 minutes. I've heard the reviews, like don't make it too long. It's hard to listen to that. I totally get it. I also think that's a good way to keep people watching the YouTube channel because I'll have separate commentary. So if you look at like what I've got on the podcast in the last couple of days, when I had like Love is Blind's Giannina slamming Nick Viall, that requires me to share the actual YouTube clips, the audio and this and that. But then there's some topics like on today's podcast, we had Clayton Echard hanging out with Sarah Cardona, who's from Medellin, Colombia. The fact that my brain has to remember all this information is going to drive me nuts. Either way, it was much easier to give a quick summation rather than replay the whole clip. So you can get all of that on Bachelor Rush Hour. For everyone who's out there and hasn't already, please give me a chance and subscribe. And maybe you'll find that you enjoy the podcast, audio-only format, along with the YouTube. Dawn, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. The podcast doesn't make as much money as the YouTube per click. And if anything, I'm probably losing money by doing it because it's pulling from my YouTube audience. But I do believe long-term it'll be better to diversify to different platforms, and maybe it'll bring us a new audience, and that's what we can all hope for. But anyway, folks, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. No after show today. As soon as tonight's episode's over, I'm going to be running to the greatest comedy club in Los Angeles, the Hollywood Improv, running a set that I will then be performing in San Diego on February 15th. And then, since that show is sold out, I also will be performing it. Oh, I lost my clip here. Hold on one second. I'm looking for it. I'll be back in San Diego, I think, February 23rd. So you can actually check me out. Hold on. There it is. Nope, here it is. You can check me out February 23rd in Pacific Beach. I think that's a free show. Or if you're in Santa Barbara the day before that, going to be putting a lot of miles on February 22nd. The following week, you can find me in Indonesia on my honeymoon. You bet we'll have some unique content for you. I know, Dave, spend time on your honeymoon. We'll be walking and chewing gum in old Bali, so you can get that. And of course, go to Tasha's YouTube channel if you want to watch the wedding video. All right, I'll be in the Discord. That's the Discord link is also on my Linktree if you want to join us in the Discord, which is a place to chat during the show. Click on linktree.com/Dave Neal. Find the Discord, newsletter, all the other stuff on there. Whew, we got it all done. Thank you so much, everyone. I will report back to you tomorrow with how the set went tonight, and I'm guessing it'll be a tepid Monday night audience, but hey, that's okay. And I will talk to everyone later. Bye, everybody.